But some persons are thinking, for you to do court, you must be,
just like
having like
wedding.
500,000, 1 million, 2 million.
Yeah, I was
No,
even
nothing
surprised.
of such.
We
Nothing
were
of
really
such.
surprised.
We are
So
really
this thing
shocked.
is so easy, like what? Hi guys. Today I'm doing the introduction. Hi guys, you're welcome to our page again. Like I will always tell you, this is the favorite couple you would want to meet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you get to see this video. We are fruitful and productive. I am fruitful and he is
Productive.
okay. So today we're gonna talk about something that will interest you, definitely.
Yeah. You're welcome to today's broadcast. You're welcome to this episode, this wonderful episode. Yes, we thank God for a beautiful day like this. And today we are bringing on your way essential things you need to know before venturing into marriage. Well, today we are going to be talking about our experiences in regards to our traditional marriage, our court marriage, and our white wedding. Yes, we did the three. But I know what is going on in your mind now. These people must have blown, just like Nigerians will always say, for them to do these three things. And of course, I know there are so many arguments on the internet about whether to do traditional and do white man's marriage, like some people calls it. Some people will say it's not even in the Bible, but that is not what we are here to say today. We are here to, inform you or brief you about, in fact, our experiences concerning these three um, phases of marriage that we did. So we're going to be starting with the traditional marriage. Was it hectic? Was it flamboyant? Did we really spend much on that? Well, maybe do you have anything to say before I start saying my experiences,
Well, you know, the core essence of this video is to one, educate you that it depends on what you want. You can actually have a good marriage even in a low budget. You can have that wedding of your dream even without owing anybody. That's the most important thing. That you don't need to borrow to make your wedding a success. Okay, so for me, as a lady, right from time I have always wanted that, okay, that my traditional marriage is going to be very elaborate, everything was going to be big. But as time goes on, when you start understanding something, and when the spirit of the Lord start convincing you, my daughter, this son of man, is it the wedding you want or the marriage itself?
Yeah.
So I had to, like, okay, God, let your will be done. Initially, the what we had in mind to do was the just payment of bride price. But when you have a big God and when you are an honorable daughter to a big God, God turned it the other way around. So we didn't spend much in traditional marriage. All we needed to do was I had to sew my traditional clothes. My husband had to sew his own. And then I think we were having this, should I get a makeup artist to come and make me up? Should we get the big canopies? Should we call the DJ? And you know how big traditional marriage, even decoration, I even wanted to do that. But at the second thought, when you're planning, plan with what you have, so you don't run out of budget, so you don't even go borrowing. That's the most important thing. So when we got our marriage clothes ready, and then on the day he was coming, I had to just cook a little food. Definitely people are coming and you need to serve them. They came prepared, so they did the bride price payment, and after which we went out to, I had to go and give my lovely husband drink. As simple as it was, I made myself up. Yes, the only thing I know I did was, the DJ, and it was my family. They wanted me to do it that way because. And then one of the most important thing that happened was, I don't know that even the women in the village like took note of the kind of person I was. That they had to come, and I don't even know how that happened. They helped in the cooking. Small food that we wanted to cook, oh, they did it, make it look like indeed it was a big one. And then people were like, you did traditional marriage, you did not involve them and everything. But that wasn't the plan. It was a low budget something.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yes, for me to come in, in this aspect, I should, have loads of experience when it comes to the traditional marriage. Yes, of course. When we started planning, planning is very, very good. It's really essential you plan ahead of time. In as much as the more you plan, sometimes it doesn't work that way. You still replan, you still have plan A, plan B, plan C in case, you know, that a lot has helped me, in life. And coming to this traditional marriage, yeah, the plan was, first of all, our plan was to actually, yes, come and pay bride price just between the family, and then the next thing we'll do a white wedding that day and come home, and then do traditional marriage to wrap it up the same day. But at a point that plan didn't work out because we are looking at the way it will be easy for us. Meanwhile, um before then we had to, of course, you need to collect list and know the things you're gonna buy from the list. And luckily, the place I married, wow, I must commend them for the type of list they have. And things have skyrocketed in the market
please, where
this
is the
day.
place you married?
Things has skyrocketed in the market. She's not asking me where I married from, so that I'll
Please
go and
give
tell
them
some guys
accolades
so
now.
that they'll go and start look.
Where
Well,
did you marry
I am
from?
married from Abia State, Omahia,
The village.
Afogiri or Hoho, if I pronounce that place very well.
Say the main place.
Umuekwile.
Umuchuku.
Okay,
Yeah.
Umuekwile Umuchukwu, yes. That's where I got this my beautiful wife. And then their list was, when I saw it, we've been seeing list online. These people, if you go this place, they'll finish your money and all that. I was expecting maybe, of course, if taking the bold step and you want to get married, the next thing is you be expectant of so many things. So when I saw the list, I was like, okay, this list will have to go. Of course, I had to seek for advice, and then everything was going so fine. But I think one of the major reasons why we are doing this video today, people have been asking me a lot of questions in terms of court marriage. Why court marriage? What are the benefits of marriage? Why would you want to go and do court marriage? Some of my friends are kind of chipping that kind of questions to me, and the first thing is good before you actually venture into anything. You have the conviction guiding you into whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
and let it not be that you are doing something because others are doing it. Let it be that you're doing it because you have a conviction towards that. Now, before I go into that, I am this kind of person that check, if I want to go into something, I'll ask myself, does the advantage of this thing outweighs the disadvantage? If yes, then whatever I'm going into is really, really cool. So as it stands, when I ask myself that question, does the advantage in court marriage outweighs the disadvantage when it comes to court marriage? And I had to check and ask myself that question, and I got a yes for me. So if you're going into something and then the first thing you're bothered about is mainly the disadvantage without checking the advantage, I don't think that person will go far in that, or that person will survive in that. So, to what are the benefits of court marriage? I'm going to just chip in some and allow you to go and do your research and get convinced. Actually, the court marriage was the easiest among the three. The easiest. No protocol, no particular type of dress, just come the way you are. You come corporate looking neat and nice. It didn't even waste time.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Speaking of this court marriage, I remember then I had to go online, and then I saw lots of the court videos and everything. I saw people with flowers. I was like, hey, I've not bought my flower. I saw the kind of clothes they used to wear. I was like, I need to I need to take I need to buy the material. I need to do this. I was the one putting the stress on myself. When I got there, they were even surprised. They were like, oh, you really came prepared though, that they weren't even expecting me to come like this. So I was like, why even bother yourself over these things? It's all about you. It's all about you. Sometimes I think we are the ones making things look very, very, very difficult. Because I felt, oh, because of this person did it this way. So I want to also, do my own like that. Whereas you can actually do it even easier ways.
Yes, of course, some persons we are asking if this court marriage, what are the protocols, what are the documents you need to bring, what are these, this, that, and all that. And based on my research or based on my questions to some persons that are, connected in such line, most of them said if you want to do marriage, of course, you're expected to go and apply for the form. You fill the form and then wait for either 21
21
days or
days.
2 months. But ours wasn't something related to that. Ours was just very, very easy. It was very, very easy for us. So, what was the process? Well, the process is this. Let me outline them. First of all, we went to um, court premises. We had somebody that was, doing such. So we had to contact her. She asked us to come. We went there. She said, all we need to do is just, you know, buy the form. I think the form is how much?
I think 2,000. Yeah.
The 2,000 was for our
Okay,
change of
okay, that's
age declaration.
Okay.
We are still going to talk about that age
The
declaration.
total form, like everything with weight.
No, for the form alone. I think it's is it 1,000? Yes, it's 1,000 for to collect the form. Then, before we collected the form, and we now asked her what are the documents. She asked us, do we have our birth certificates? Do we have yes, birth certificate is the most important thing. These some persons think they will ask you for local government identification. What was
State
that
of
thing?
origin.
State of origin and all that. Bring a declaration, this or that. No, that wasn't. They didn't ask us for such. So after filling, then she made a remarkable statement concerning the birth certificate. She said, if you have yours or you don't have yours, but you're intending to travel anytime soon, or any opportunity can come out to even make the court certificate more authentic and more standard and more valid, you people should just go for age declaration, do the court age declaration, and then we did it for 2,000, 1,000 for her and mine 1,000, and it came out within 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes that same day. Then we were now asking her, if we now fill this form, what and what are required for us to come? We are expecting, okay, we'll bring passport. Okay, that is also necessary, but not really necessary. So after filling the say we should go home with the form and then take our time, fill it. And what are the requirements in the form? Your name, your wife's name, your mother's maiden name, father, all those stuff. And then you need to come with a witness. 2 witnesses. Just 2. But you
But
can still
before
call more than
then,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
but before then, you must have done your traditional marriage because there is a
Yes.
place to actually put in the dates
Exactly.
to ascertain.
Hello guys, welcome back. We went on a short break, but we are back. We were saying something before we went on that short break. We were
Yeah,
saying what to do before going for any court marriage. The same way if you go to church and they ask you before they proceed to the wedding, to the
the
joining,
joining.
they'll ask the father-in-law, did this young man finish every traditional rite he's supposed to do before coming here? And the man will say yes, they will not say proceed. So court also requests for that. For you to, start going for court marriage, you need to get married traditionally.
Yeah,
So that the date will also come in the form you're feeling. So with that, we were able to fill the form, and then the lady asked us to, surprisingly, we were asking her, okay, how many days will it take us for us to come back? She said, anytime we are ready, so long as we've done the traditional marriage, just we should give them dates and then they will give us time to come that day.
isn't the Lord faithful?
That was the easiest and stress-free marriage I have ever seen. Okay.
Okay, I just have to take it from here. It looks very easy. You know, this is not really part of the video, but I just have to bring this in. You know, it was stress free. Like the three things happened within the space of how many months?
2 months.
Okay, now that's why it's very good. It's very good if you carry your God along in anything you do. Apart from the educational aspect of these videos, the main aim is also to make you know your place in God. And He's just the ultimate. I know I prayed a prayer. God, when He actually proposed to me and we started all this journey, I said, God, please, if indeed this is the man you want for me, it's not as if I'm not sure that He's the one, but God, indeed, though, if He's the one, again, just for the last time, let me not make a mistake. Just, I don't know how you will do it, just handle everything. I don't want any stress, let it just go. But if he's not the one, no matter how we try, let it not work. Just as we are talking, you people are married traditionally, we are married legally, we are married also. How do they say wedding churchily? So you see, God,
Uh,
now God run now for us, you
yeah,
understand?
yeah, it was a stress-free one. God helping us, we did everything. So on the appointed date we gave to them, we had to go there with our witness. We went there with our honorable, and again, once you're through with your traditional marriage, that won't involve family. So if anybody can stand as a witness, whether your family member, whether your spiritual fathers and mother, whether your friends or well-wishers, they can stand for you once it comes to the court marriage, so long as you have done the traditional marriage. So any form of inconvenience, you just have to avoid such. So
You went with
we went with our spiritual fathers where we worship.
spiritual father, mother.
Your spiritual father and mother, they stood in as our witness. And their name, I will have to thank them and give them credit now, right?
Okay.
Yes. So I'm waiting for you to mention mommy's name.
Okay. Pastor Rita Zay. She's a mother indeed, a very blessed and virtuous woman.
And a doctor with PhD holder. Then our daddy, Pastor Prof. Gabriel Ose Obasi. Their husband and wife. We had to go with them. So in the form, they provided a space, a space to fill the witness. So I have to come with my own witness. She had to go with her own witness. So we had to fill their names. She had to fill the mommy. I had to fill daddy. So that was how that one. We went about that one. So on that day, what did we do? We went there. We had to sign certificates, took some pictures. That
Yeah.
was all. That was all. And we
Though
went there with okay. They required us to come with ring.
a ring, yeah.
Yes, we went there with the ring.
But
We had to
it's
do
optional too.
um
That's if you want.
proclamation,
Yeah.
and that was it. We are legally married. So we were issued our marriage certificates. Now, before we started this video, I said something. Before you go into anything, ensure that you've checked the disadvantage and the advantage. Do not let what people say, this, that, If you're not really rooted and principled and know what you're going for, anything that anybody say can just wave you off. Anything that the wind brings can just carry you and wave you off. So I said, ensure you check whether the advantage outweighs the disadvantage. So I wouldn't want to come and start mentioning the advantage to you is personal, and I believe you too, it will also be personal for you. You can decide to go for traditional rites and the courts. That's all. You can decide to go for traditional and leave courts and white wedding. You can even decide to go for traditional and go to your church, they bless you, and that is it. Without spending much. But as I know, the society has made it in such a way that if you don't do this one, especially the women, especially ladies, if you don't do this one, if you don't do that one, see how she's looking at me, see how she's staring at me. If you don't do this one, if you don't do that one, you follow, you never do anything. No, it's like you haven't even gotten married. Anyways,
But did I stress you?
No, she did not stress me. I'm just telling you what society might come up with and all that. She did not
I was
stress
very
me.
understanding.
She was really understanding
really
and supportive. She was really understanding and supportive. Yes. So down to the white or church wedding. Hey, now here way my brain won't do like this. After the church wedding, you have to host your invite. You have to host the people your guests, and then you can't just host people without, of course, doing all those normal things, feeding them, calling for decoration, hiring hall, paying for catering job, a whole lot. My brother, if you're not prepared in this aspect, don't go in. Don't try it. And the major thing I would advise anybody is never you try to say you want to borrow. The temptation will come. It will come. Don't try it. Don't try it.
Don't depend on the money that they will spray you that day.
Exactly. That day people will just be seeing doings. See money flying up and down. You think you will recover everything. It's not like that. It depends on how you spend, how much you spend, how you plan your wedding, and how you manage yourself. Well, in terms of the white wedding, the things that I know that will cost more, especially now, you see, the hall where you want to stay, that's one. Two, the catering, decoration. In fact, the food, things are highly expensive in the market now. To buy rice, to buy all those stuff, and cooking, the person who will be cooking it, the event planner, and every other stuff.
And all this also is dependent on how many persons you're expecting to come to your wedding. How many persons you want to host? Is it 500, 200? So it still depends on you. If you're inviting more, that means you need to book more, and you will need a larger hall.
And where this number of guests works so well is when it is strictly on invitation. Because if it's not strictly on invitation and you invite 100, you're expecting for 100 persons, expect 250 if you're inviting 100. If it's not strictly on invitation, if you're planning for 200, expect 300, 400. You know how hunger day country hunger day. But on a more serious note, people are not coming to your wedding only because of the hunger. No. They are coming to cheer you up. They are coming to rejoice with you because it's actually a good thing that is happening in you people's life. So it's not about
But
them coming to.
it's not about it. But
Yes, it's
you
a day
know,
of happiness and joy. So you just have to enjoy yourself and be glad that people came to rejoice with you.
like that very day, I remember when I saw the crowd. When I saw the crowd, I was like, wait, oh, did these people come for my name too? But the ones he invited and the ones he did not invite, like they're just there to come and share in your joy. And that's very good. But imagine you didn't make provision for them. That's where it gets bad. It will not be like, is it even the gifts, the souvenirs, normal souvenirs that we bought, even the daughter, before you know, everything has finished.
Yeah, yeah. Wedding, well, is a joyful thing. Is a happy thing. Is worth celebrating. So after doing all this, so what are the benefits in all these things that we did?
Mm.
What are the benefits? If you're asked, remember I told you for you to go into something, ensure that the advantage outweighs the disadvantage. So I'll still leave that question to you. I won't come and be telling you the advantage. I will not be the one to give you reason why you need to go and do. At the end of the day, if anything happen, you now say, it's also these people that advise us. So no, you have to get that conviction within yourself and know what is best for you and go for what is best for you.
But that same question, why did we do this three? People, even me, they ask, why this? Okay, I remember one of my friends was like, you mean like I've done traditional and then the courts? Then I told him I'm planning to do wedding. So he said, your husband get money, oh. And I was just laughing. Oh, is it just about the money? And speaking of the courts, somewhere like on my side, you did a good job. Like this man, blah blah blah. But it's not true. You are not doing it that anything is going to happen. Why you? I mean, I was really sick. Like, why should people think that the essence of that court is for separation? Are you not planning to, to get more opportunities that will take you guys out? Or just something, why believe in negative? Why believe in that? Oh, in case village people they can't come and claim my properties. It's not
Uh,
so. It's not so.
yeah. Anyways, let me chip in one advantage, just one advantage. One. I'm more of an internet. I do. In fact, I'm a blogger and a programmer, and there are some opportunities that come up that has to do with you bringing out one certificate or the other. So, and those opportunities, of course, you won't start running hater skater, or even in church program, there are so many things that you'll be required to bring your marriage certificates, and some organization does not accept the one they give to you in church.
Yeah.
Why some need most need the one you did in court
But, yeah.
as the legal one.
Mm.
So at this point in time, will you start running hater skater to
To
look
start
for
doing court
to start
now.
doing court and all that? Anyways, how much did our court marriage cost us? I think
Everything.
let's say everything around
Forty
roughly 40,000. Everything is roughly
40,000.
40,000. But some persons are thinking, for you to do court, you must be,
Just like a
having
white
like
wedding.
500,000, one
No,
million, 2 million.
me, I was
No,
even
nothing of
surprised.
such.
We
Nothing of
were really
such.
surprised.
We are
So
really
this thing
shocked.
is so easy like this.
40,000 is a big money in Nigeria. Oh. We are not saying it's too small. We are not saying it's too big.
Yeah.
But just know that that is the amount we spent when it comes to the court
Court
marriage.
marriage.
So it was really a wonderful thing. Actually, we are supposed to talk about the part two of how we met, but we didn't really want to. We want to give you a tip of what our experiences was like, so that we'll still come on your way with the part two of that video and other interesting things you need to know.
I think one of the videos we will have to do after now should be after the traditional the courts. did we do the do? Because
yes, exactly.
people would want to know, like,
You know
what's
what they
going
do.
on.
You know what
And
the do
if you really
means.
did the do, then
Ah.
why what do you want to preach, or what do you want to do in church after all? You know. So don't worry, there are a lot to talk about. Just stay glued to this page. And so please, we have a YouTube channel. Yes, it's still fruitful and productive.
Yes.
Search for it, and then please don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, endeavor to
Subscription
subscribe.
is free.
Hit the bell button for notification of our live videos and any recent uploaded, any recent video we come up with. And then do not forget to like this video
and
share the
so
video,
that others can learn too.
Comment, invite your friends to this page so that they will learn. Where there is a multitude of counsel, people prosper. That's what the Bible says.
Of course.
So if anybody says onya juju anaye fuzo, so same thing with what I said.
My own, you are saying your own. Then uzo dima agayi wuravu. Wow, didn't I get it?
Yes, you got it. Nice.
And here the man
So it's really, really important you before you venture into things, you seek for advice, you research and know what you're going into, so that when such a thing comes, it doesn't hit you unaware, because you're already rooted in whatever you're going into. And
it's your decision. You were not forced.
Yes, you were not forced. And why doing it, go in with happiness. There were challenges when we are planning, and now, in fact, that was where I now discovered that scripture that says, "He that findeth a wife." That was when I knew the meaning of that scripture. He that findeth a wife findeth good things and do what? Obtain favor. Is a topic for another day.
So please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment. When you comment, it helps us, to feel, you really watched this video.
Yes.
We appreciate you too.
Yes.
For the last video we did, and then we saw the comments, the reactions. Wow, you guys are the best.
Yes.
And if this video also made you smile, it could make someone else smile. So
tell us what you understood from this video. We want to see it via the comment section. We want to really know whether you watched the video. What are the things you benefited from this video, so that we'll know how to bring in more. So thank you and have a wonderful day. Remember, this is Fruitful and Productive.
The Mind Health.
AKA
Asabmc.
BMC.
All right.
Bye.